What's going on, everybody? Back with another video. Going over the new character that is released, Miary Zo. So I'm going to pretty much hit everything on the head as far as layer one stuff. She has really good buttons. She has really good punishment. She has really good spacing. She has spacing control. She has a okay throw game. There's no like mix up for real. Besides the 1+2 and then the normal throws. What else does she have? Oh, she has a lot of pressure, jab control pressure, stance mix ups. And I'm gonna go over that all today. Starting with the jab pressure and showing you exactly what to look for. So, starting off, just right here, got law blocking. So you have her 1-1, which jails. So you cannot duck that, right? So when she does commit to the 1-1-2, you can duck that. You can duck the latter half. So the first two punches you have to hold. The next two punches you have to duck. She has her 1-2-2. And she also has 2-2. So she's really good, and everything is very hit confirmable. She has a good down 4-1 mix up here. Down 4-1. Then she got down 4-1-1, down 4-1-4, down 4-1-1-2, down 4-1-1-1+2. All right. Let's see, what else does she have here that we should go over. She has back 2-3, which jails. Yep, it jails. Then she has back 2-3-2, which you could duck the last hit, which is the high. Right. Which like I said, I'm gonna go over everything here. Just to give you the example, she got good lows. Down 3, down back 4, down back 3, which is launch punishable. Then she has her stances. MMO stance, which is her on the ground. She has a mix-up, a 4-way mix-up, and she can cancel it. So she can hit you with one of these. She can this. 4-way mix-up, right? So I'm gonna go over everything here. She also has this stance, which they call bow, and what we call the stripper pole then. But she has the stance, which is 3+4, and then I have 1-4. That's her best option in my opinion. She has the 2, which is a launcher. That catches people ducking for hard reads. 3, homing heat engager. And then the 4 option, which is the low. You block the low, and then you can launch it for it, which I'll show and go over all the discretion of each option here, and how to deal with it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start from the top here. Let's turn all these off. So we have 1-1-2. All right. So as I stated, this string, the first 2 hits jail. You duck and you launch the last hit. If you do it too early, you get caught up. So you want to time it, and you can interrupt. You want to down jab. If you have a normal down jab, if you're like my character, you could time it and counter it. So, good option, an observation how you could deal with 1-1-2, right? Pretty simple. You can't step in between. Can't challenge in between. I think it jails you from even attempting to do that. Otherwise, you get counter hit into a mix-up. So you don't want to deal with that. All right, let's go with the next option here, where she goes into stance, right? So say you hold this, she goes into MMO 1-2, which is a mid-high. So you hold this. The last hit does not jail. You try to move in between, you get clipped. So you want to duck and launch at all costs. You try it too early, that's what happens. So you want to duck for 2 seconds, get a launcher, and then do your combo. But if she goes into it, You can challenge with a 13 frame button. Mine is a string, but if you want to just simple poke check, down 4-1. Or down 4-4. You too slow, you get counter hit. I'm very fortunate that I have strings that goes into it. Just a food for thought. You also probably challenge with a good low. But then you got the other options that probably come out faster. Power Crush is also an option. I was trying to throw there. Let me see if I can. Oh, I threw it. Okay. I was not expecting the throw to work. That's actually the first I tried that. But Power Crush is usually what people default to. But if you can remember that you got a 13 frame window gap, just mid-check. Especially if they commit to a button, it's going to tell you with the counter on the screen. Just do your string. Don't be afraid. But if you're late, you get heat engaged. Alright, let's see what the next option is. The cancel. So, if the opponent knows, they can cancel. See, I was not saying punish. Typically, that would be that this hit is not hit confirmable. I mean, it's not real. The bot just didn't block on time, but they can cancel a block. So your mid options, the Power Crush, yeah, it's not like it's a mix up here, but they have enough time to react to what you're doing when they cancel. So in that retrospect, ducking is the best thing there, or interrupting with a down jab. And like I said, my character is fortunate enough to have a launcher off of his, so you have that, right? So that's the 1-1-2 breakdown. Let's see. Like I said, this is all layer 1. Obviously, there's more to it. There's more, layers. There's more retrospect. It's just like the basic information for like what they go over. Pretty detailed, but 1-2-2. So you could duck the last hit. I don't think you have even enough time that, if you try to interrupt, you get counter hit launch. You can also sidestep right, the last option. You'll notice most of the time in this video that any blue snake arm, for the most part, you walk right to get out of her, either step or walk right, and you can launch her forward. So you got time. But if you can't remember to sidestep right, just duck. Duck and launch. And then that's how you pretty much handle 1-2-2. 1-2-2 is pretty simple, but it'll throw you off when you first deal with it. But running into that string, you'll see, just duck the last hit or sidestep right, and you have your defense right there, right? So start with a new string here. What we got? 2-2. Same thing. How I just mentioned, the blue hand, sidestep right, just launch. This is our 11 frame punish. So you do something to -11, you're gonna hit with this and launch immediately. But if they do it raw like this, sidestep right, or just duck. If you can't remember, sidestep right. And in this breakdown, you'll see that a lot of her options are pretty weak to the right side. You'll see it's a lot of breakdown when it comes to her moves and how she's handled. Let's see. So those are pretty much her jabs and how she works with her jabs. Like I said, this is a basic layer, so don't nail me to the cross. So we went over the jabs. Let's go over the down 4-1. So she has a down 4-1. She's -2. She has extensions. So she has down 4-1-4, which is -13. So I'll go ahead and record that. She has down forward 1-1, which you can duck. So if you see it, duck that. She has down forward 1-1-2. All right. So you have the down forward 1-1-2, which is -12. So I'll go ahead and record that. Then she also has down forward 1-1, 1+2. So with this, she's -17. You can launch her if she finishes it. It could catch you off guard if you're not ready for both of those string enders. But yeah, you want to be on your P's and Q's. The idea is duck the down forward 1. But if you duck the down forward 1, you get hit with the down forward 1-4. I meant to turn that off so you can see. You see, she doesn't have enough time for either option. You try to step in between, you're gonna get hit. Try to step in between, you're gonna get hit. Now, if you don't remember the block, if you remember the block, I should say, -17, -12. I was late there, so you got to be on point. If you're not on point, you're gonna lose. Now, the mix-up, she does down for 1-4. This usually activates her pole, but it only activates on hit. So if you block, you get a chunky punish. 13. So my 13 frame is down for 1 or 4-3. So just something to be aware of and what you're dealing with. Let's see what else. Oh, show you what you could do after her down for 1-1 if you do not duck. And she puts you in the mental game, the mental frame, the mix up, whatever. So this is something that she could do. She could do down for 1-4, and she could go into MMO stance. So down for 1-1, hold forward, and then she goes into the MMO stance. So, and of course she got the options. So she has down for 1. So that's the 1-2. She has 1-4. The 2. 3 is the armor, -13. 4-3. A lot of people are gonna abuse 4-3. It's Bob's down 3-4 from his old string, but they just put it on the reverse. So that's pretty good. So I'll show you how to deal with the mix up there. So normally, I think even on hit outside of the 2, I think you could challenge with the down jab to interrupt. So let's say Law didn't block, right? That looked and sounded guaranteed. Hold on, let me see. Let me start the bot. Oh no, you can't do that. You gotta block it. Okay, so yeah, if you block it, that's what it is. Everything outside of the 2 option, you can down jab. And I don't even think the armor has a chance. Let me attempt the armor. Actually, we could just re-record this. Armor is -13. Oh no, she doesn't have a chance. Yeah, so everything outside of the 2 option, which I'll show. Oops. Pretty sure the 2 beats. Oh no. Maybe I was doing it slow. Oh wow. The more you know, huh? I could have sworn. Let's try the 4 then, because maybe the 4 is. I don't think the 4 is gonna do it either. Oh yeah, no, it loses. So let me tell you about this part, the 4-3. Let's just do MMO stance. So MMO, it's you do forward 3. So you tap, and that's how you get those options. The options I just showed you off of down 4-1-1. She has a few things that she could go into with MMO. Forward 3 is one of them, right? Well, this is her manual stance, and she can get into it pretty fast. So with this, if they're in your head, right, they can mix you up with canceling it. So they could go and like dash in your face like this, and the cancel is down back. So you do forward 3, down back, and then that's how you keep doing it fast. Now with this option, see, it's -12. Dash Bob used to be launch punishable on both. You could launch the low, and then they stay down there if they finish it, and then you launch the high, because he did the high. So most people see this, they're gonna duck and launch, right? So let's go ahead and record that. You try to do your 12 frame, it keeps you down there. I'm mashing it, and it's like it's not coming out. So if you scared that they're just gonna do the single hit, which they can, it'll mix you up. Let's see. Let's just record both options just for the sake of it, right? Let's just go 4, 4-3. Watch. Punish. 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 I'm still mashing it. You see on side, I'm mashing it. This is going to keep you down there. Interesting, right? So if you can't remember, just always do this. I mean, you're leaving a lot of damage on the table, but you can visually confirm it too, right? So you just this was into. That's not the punish, right? So I didn't visually confirm it. So you can see the high for the most part. For the most part, like it's gonna be a lot. Obviously, I'm just showing you the basics of how to break everything down, and the mix-ups are gonna be a lot. So you just got to be on the lookout for when you're dealing with this, and you're breaking it down on your own. You lab the game on your own. But yeah, MMO stance is kind of hilarious, and how it can mix up, but be on the offensive and defensive. She could cancel at any point. So if you're looking to power crush, you're looking to like, let me see. See how the power crush take too long? If you react to her doing it, let's switch it up. Let's do the down 4-1. So you have a better time seeing it, right? So you got maybe you don't even have a chance. Okay, yeah, no, down 4-1 doesn't even allow you. You got to duck the down 4-1-1. Okay, that's actually interesting. Now that's what it comes to with labbing. So generally speaking, you could power crush most of the options out of MMO outside of that low, which makes sense because low beat power crushes. That's where the down jag comes in. But you just got to be on point. You got to be on timing. They, I believe, can delay the MMO, but that's also coming from the stance cancel and the stance mix up. So that's also a lookout for something as well. Let's get into these strings. And then I'll go into the bow stance. So we did down 4-1-1. Let's see, what string does she have? Oh, didn't realize I was on law. My bad. This goes into MMO stance as well. So this is down for 4. Safe counter hit launcher. But she's only -4. She could throw it out. She could go into stance by holding forward, and she could cancel the same way. She has this tail whip down for 3. A good, just generic poke. It looks very weird as a mid. She's -9, so she technically loses her turn. But she has an extension, which is down forward 3/3, which leaves her at -13. So this is really good at the wall. Most people are gonna see it and just be like, "Oh, I'm scared," but then she let this rip, and I'm pretty sure you get wall splat. Let me see. Yes, so you get wall splatted. So this is a really good button for her, in my opinion. -9, but you can't do anything about it because it's homing. Just block it and punish. Block and punish. Let's see. Down 2. This is one of my favorites. Leaves you in crouch. Hits from about range 3. Almost range 3. Leaves you at +4, which means you can move. But most of the time, they're just putting you in crouch. She loses her turn, so just be mindful of when they spam this. You can walk, you can mash. All depends on their option, right? But you just want to be on the lookout for that. Okay. Let's go with the strings, right? So we got back to 3, which jails. So you can't do anything there. Then she has an extension. So this whole string is a high. She loses her turn off this. So be wary of her probably power crushing, ducking. She has a sabaki, which we call a punch berry. It's 4/2. So she can, let's just show you an example. So you can't duck, right? You mad? Oop. Did I do it too slow? Hold on, let me see. Okay, I mashed that. Let me see if that works. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Try to take your turn on the -9. She's gonna sabaki you. If they're slow, you get a counter hit, which you have a lot of time to counter her. No, you don't. A lot. Yeah, no, you don't. I haven't seen anybody try to take their turn back from that yet. But it's just a layer. It's just a mental stack, right? So let's get rid of this and let's put on the whole string. So I said this is -9. You see that she has her potential, the sabaki, and she also, that's the string. Back to 3/2. The last hit is a high. The whole string is a high, but first 2 hits jail. The last hit does not. She can also go into MMO. Scare you. Remember MMO, most strings you hold forward. She can cancel as well. But let's do this. All right. So you gotta duck it. Try to step. She's looking to hit you. I did it too early. You launch. That string is pretty good in terms of just mental stack and what you can do with it, and that's pretty much what this character is. She's nothing but a mental stack, and if you don't know how to deal with the mental stack, you're gonna get ran over. That's just as simple as it can get, as simplified as it could get. Let's see. What strings does she have? We already went over down 4 3 3. Oh, that's down 3. Down 3 is a good low. It's -14 though. on block, but it's so quick. It's plus 12 on counter hit. It's minus 14. It's plus 1 on regular hit, which means that from when she's in crouch, most people are gonna mash to try to get out or try to walk. She has options to cover. So, let's see. She got down 3, lost in at 4. So let's record that. So you do your punish, 14 frames. But if you get hit, why is it? Okay, it's weird. Oh, you gotta wait a second if they commit to immediate timing. And then she also has this 13 frame wall standing heat engager. So let's turn off the other option, right? You get hit, you try to walk, right? You can't do it, just block. Block and punish. I was late there. And if you got a character that could parry, that's an option as well. That's another layer. So you get to do, your thing or whatever, but you can parry both those options. But if she can go in as much as she wants, and it will tear you apart. Let's see. We did, okay. She has this 4/4, high mid, minus 13. On hit, it leaves her at advantage plus 6. So then she goes into bow stance. That's another string. She goes into bow stance, which is the staff. But you remember, it's minus 13. Am I late? How am I late on the 13? Oh, what? You gotta be on. You really gotta be on point with everything fighting her. That's actually pretty interesting. You gotta go for the punish before she lands. That's okay. That's actually good to know. No wonder I was getting robbed sometimes. So go for a punish that was you gotta go crazy. Be on point, go crazy. Let's see. Her 3. 3 is good. So she got 3/1, which is minus 10. 3/1/2, minus 14. All mid. So let's do the 3/1/2. Minus 14. Minus 14. Can't step. Can't step. I'm trying to step either direction. It doesn't allow you, which is fine. That's good. If they finish a string, it's minus 14. They shouldn't be finishing that string, but if they don't finish, and you could call it out. Oh, I didn't record that, huh? Get your damage. However you want with the 10 frame punish. Now you have 3/2 mid high. Leads you at plus 6. She loses her turn regardless. This is only should be used for a 13 frame punish as a Miary Zo main. You do 3/2. You want to duck. Try to power crush, you're gonna get hit. Try to step, you're gonna get hit. Try to hit a button, you're gonna get hit. Just duck it. And she has a different sound effect. And I'm pretty sure this is slower. Let me see. 26 compared to, let's see, 18. Yeah, and she has a different voice line, so you can visually see it. And if you are a tournament player, you like to hear the sound cues. That's also another thing as well. So you have enough time to react to that and not get counter hit to oblivion. So, let's see. Went over the jabs, the 3, the down 4-3, down 4-4, the 4-4. Doesn't she have another? Okay, no. Aha! This is the string. This button is annoying, right? The first hit she's -6, but because she's -6, she technically loses her turn. Technically, right? She has this string is forward, 4, 4, 4. So you hold forward, and then you hit 4 3 times. All right. So let's record that. I did not mean to do that, Law. I'm sorry. All highs. So you can step duck in between. You can get around it. You can interrupt. So if you try to interrupt the second part, you just want to float it. Power crush the last part. So float in between. Launch the last hit. Does not jail. Duck the second, step in between. So you have different layers to deal with that. Now for the fun part. Mid. So with this move, she can control where you land if she lands this, which means that she can control what you hit as far as like what sidewall, and she could get a clean sidewall splat for that. So this is forward 4-2. So with that, if you just do it, she just pushes you towards the next direction of the wall by itself. Now, if you hold up, she pushes you the same direction. So whatever you're facing, that's the direction you're gonna go. Now, if you hold down, you get to control the opposite direction. As you see, going downward. Now, if I want him to hit the wall, I hit up. If I was on the other side, down. Oops. So let's see. Let's say we just we do the string. He's already facing the wall, right? See how we are at an angle. The wall's on. You hit up here, clean wall splat. You get her combo at the wall. Crazy, right? Now, if I'm back to this side and I hit down, I'm pushing them away from the wall. Now, if I'm over here, I'll push them away from the wall. Oh, he almost hit the wall there. Look at that. I dropped it because of the angle, I believe, but it still holds its weight. Scared is crazy. But how to deal with that when you're dealing with her just throwing out the string willy-nilly, or just you could call that how you visually see it. Oops. There you go. So you don't have time to do anything as far as that. As far as like jabbing, try to like, hit a button basically. So when you block the first hit, you got a power crush, and that's how you beat it. There you go. I'm like, why is it not working? I don't know why it's not comboing, but you get the gist. You power crush in between that, and that's how you beat that. She is a new character with a safe down 4-2. She's only -7, just like mine. So, it's all about catching the opponent's timing, or they're gonna catch your timing with that button. You just want to be on the whereabouts of like how they want to abuse it. If they're playing like law, they're gonna abuse it. There's no other way around it, right? So let's test to see which way it tracks. If it tracks either way, I don't know. I feel like it tracks because I was playing yesterday and I got hit a lot. So let's just test it out, right? So, So I'm walking left. I step left and I walk left. You seem like you got a step block. Let me see. You got a step block or walk block. So it does not track right, which is good. So as long as you know and you're fighting her, like I said, most of her options are weak to the right side. Which is good, right? So that's something to pay attention to. We went over her standing buttons, her low. Let's go over the other lows that she have. Down back 4. 18 frame, low. Anytime you see her do a little mini jump, you can kind of see it on timing. Kinda. But it all depends. I played a lot yesterday, so I was kind of calling it out when I seen it. It's -12, which means I can only do wall 74. All right. Down back 3. 22 frame low, -26 on block. So really good at, it's basically calling you out for jabbing, doing a lot of highs, coming in, hitting buttons, and she'll low crush you. And it will trade in her favor 100% of the time, as I've noticed yesterday. Then she has another low, full crouch, down 4-4. Just as fast as down back 4. It's 18 frames. 18 frames. -26. So now, as you see, on hit, I don't know why she hasn't done that one. Let's just show you both on hit. She's +5, which means coming from a crouch state for both of y'all is deadly for her. She can mix you up either way. All right, so let's say she does this. That's usually the answer. You try to do anything, you're going to hit with this. Or heat engaged. It's not worth it. Alright. She also has wall standing 3. These are at +7. And her launcher, wall standing 2. Which, I did not mean to record that. I meant to put it on block to see how. It's -13? They gave her a launcher that's -13. Okay. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I was trying to remember why I was getting hit by that. But when they're down there most of the time, they do down back 3 into this. Oops. So it's down back 3, full crouch, and they get down 1+2 guaranteed if they're fast enough. So if the full crouch hit, that's always guaranteed. Always be aware of that. There's no way of getting around that. Down back 3, full crouch, down 1+2. So down 1+2, is a launcher. It's minus 18, I believe. Meant to put it on block. Don't know why I didn't do that. Minus 17. My bad. So you can launch it for it. Let's see. Oh, her hop kick. Oh my god. So she can hop kick. The first is minus 13. So if she whiffs the first hit, she can do the pole, which is also. Oh, she can mash it. So you can do up 4-4, which is that. Up 4-4-4. So you just do it twice. Both hits are minus 13. So you want to punish that. I don't understand why they did that, but whatever. They made her very Bob-esque from like T7 season 1, season 2 ish, which is crazy. That look crazy, but we take that, right? What was it? What else does she have? Oh, bow stance. Let's bow. 3+4. The stance. She could cancel, hold down, or is it tap down? Or down back? Down back, okay. She could cancel it down back. I'm gonna show you how to deal with her options. Look, most of the moveset, like I said earlier, that goes into bow have to land on hit for her to go into bow. But I'm gonna show you. So you got 1-4. That's her best option and fastest option in my opinion. Yeah, bow 2, which is launch for people that hard duck. Let's see. Bow 3. It's a mid. Heat engager. I'm gonna record it so I'll make it fast. And then you have bow 4. So you have those options, right? Now the reason I said this is her best option, right? You get hit, she's +6. Wait. Oh, that's what it is. Running 3 is the only move that goes into it on block. And it leaves her at +6. So that's the fast option. First of all, let's worry about that. I'm actually glad I found that. It's natural if you don't block. You block the first hit and then try to do something else, you get counter hit. And then wall splash too, by the way. So be wary. Power crush is your best bet. You could down. I think you can down jab one of her. That's if you call it out. This is not. It's not real. That you gotta call it. You gotta hard call that out. Cause the 2 or the 3 can end your life, really bad. So you kind of want to be mindful of that. But options 1, 2, and 3, you could power crush when she does it, and then you could float jab. You could float jab the 2 and the 3. You cannot float jab the 1 and the 4. The 1 beats your jab. The 4 beats your jab. You could power crush 1, 2, and 3, but you cannot power crush the 4 because lows crush power crushes. And you can't jab the 4 because she's gonna take your legs out. But I found this one pretty interesting because even if you time it, you gotta like really like do this on the last active frame. Because if you do it too soon, she's gonna just do that. If you do it too late, yes, which is interesting. Interesting, right? I found that so interesting. But if you wait too long, you get hit with the 1-4, and it's guaranteed. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, you didn't do it right. All right, yes, thanks. See, power crush, jab float, jab float, jab float, jab float, power crush. If you power crush, you risk her landing and possibly punishing. You really are. Possibly, depending on how you recover. Now, the 4 option. You try to jab, you get countered. Try to power crush, you get countered. As I stated, right? So you want to duck, block, launch, stand back up and launch it. Pretty sure it's I'm about to say it's pretty bad. You could like do whatever, but you gotta be on point. Something light, right? Now, the running 3. She's +6, right? Try to jab, you're gonna lose. Power crush is the only option. Now, what comes with that, right? The other options. I did not mean to put that one there. Actually, I want to go in order. So let's start that over. Same thing, we're same concept, right? +6. You can jab float. She take too long. Or you can power crush. But then you deal with that. Trying to do this on the active frame is kind of crazy. The last possible active frame. If you do it too late, you get launched. Which is crazy. Let's see. Jab float. Power crush. You still take a lot of damage, even if you power crush. Like, it's not even... That mix was crazy. Crazy. And then you deal with the running 3 into the 4. You jab. Really? Okay, so that's interesting. Running 3, jab floats all the options outside of the first. So it's a mental game. They do it raw. You could jab float 1, 2, 3. If they do running 3, you can jab float 2, 3, 4. Something to take note of. But if you try to power crush it, you're getting killed. You're getting killed every time. Not worth that. Also, now that we discovered running 3 goes in the bow. She could cancel. Not only can she cancel, right? She could just skip in your face. She could go into MMO as well. So she could skip in the air. She could go in your face. She could cancel. And this is where the tricky part comes in. So she comes really mix-up heavy. But she can't go MMO bow unless she does this. Unless she does like cancel 3+4. Like there's no direction for her to go into bow from MMO, which is good. She has some other distinctive stuff. But it takes a while. This is a good whiff punish, but it's -20. You can launch that. I think you could probably step in between that. You cannot. But the tornadoes. But that's pretty much Miary Zo on the front end. Like I said, it's a lot of mix-ups, a lot of pressure, a lot of different options and things like that you can take in and lab and discover yourself. Hopefully this is very informative. I planned it to be informative. Kind of went a little longer than I expected, but it's okay. But expect more content, not just Miary Zo, but just in general. Not even just teching. I'm about to just go crazy. It's that time. It's that time. Going into the new year, posting more content, streaming more. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for stopping by. You have a good rest of your day, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you follow me on all platforms. JJBREEZE _. See you later.